Hi everyone, how are you? How are you doing today? I hope you're having a beautiful day, or if you're not having a beautiful day, we can come into a practice that can elevate our vibration a little bit. So we're gonna come straight into a Himalayan breathwork practice. We'll get into the details and all the scientific facts surrounding the practice after. We'll also be inviting you, as Rina said, to post your questions below after the lecture. But for now, what you would do is take a seat on a chair. Avoid resting your back on the chair. Stay at the edge of the chair or the middle of the chair so that your spine can come tall. Stack your shoulders over your hips so that your spine has a nice length to it. Discover length in your spine. And then your hands, just leave them gently, palms down, facing the knees. And as soon as you're ready, we're gonna come into the body by connecting with our breath. Close your eyes and just begin to inhale, exhale through the nose. We're gonna spend a while here just connecting to our breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Nothing to do right now, but just witness the breath. Follow the breath as it comes in the nostrils, down the throat, into the lungs and the belly. Full yogic breath. And as you exhale, follow the air as it travels out of your belly into the lungs, out through the throat and the nose the same way it came. In and out through the nose with the mouth closed. And as we are here deepening in awareness over our breath, notice that the breath is slowing down without much effort. Your breath wants to expand. Give it the opportunity to expand. Let's begin to do a body scan. Scan through your toes and your ankles. If there's any tension there, let it go. Staying with the eyes closed, scan through your knees upwards towards your hips. Bring awareness to any clenching in the hips that is happening. Go ahead and let that go. Scan through the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, all the way to the shoulders. We have a lot of tension residing in our shoulders. A lot of our stressors are hanging out there. Bring awareness to the physical tension, and as quickly as you can, without judging it, just let it go. Scan through your fingertips, your wrists, your elbows, all the portions of your arms. Any tension there, you know what to do, let it go. Scan through the base of the neck, upwards towards the skull. If you're biting on your jaw, if there's any tension in your jaw, you're scrunching your brow, go ahead and let all of it go. Bring your body into a complete state of relaxation. Anytime we feel physical tension in the body, most often we are doing it to ourselves. Realize that physical relaxation is always available to you the moment you bring awareness to tension and let it go. Stay inward, stay with your eyes closed, stay with the breath for a few more moments. We're going to begin our first breathwork practice. Blink open your eyes and look at me. We're going to start awakening our inner fire. Take your right palm, put it on top of your belly. You're going to use the palm to guide your navel to your spine. So there's this movement, navel to spine on each exhalation. That's what's going to awaken our inner energy. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale through the nose, pump the navel. Keep pumping the navel naturally without effort. Passively, you will inhale. There's like a vortex of air that's happening there. Keep pumping the navel, awaken the energy. And as soon as you're comfortable, close your eyes, focus your gaze at the center of the forehead. Continue pumping the navel and exhaling. And more seconds here. Exhale through the nose. We're going to come into a variation of the practice, breath of fire, but hands to heart. Left palm pressing against the right, thumbs to sternum. You're going to bring your awareness into your heart space to release and push out all that stagnant energy while pumping the navel. So inhale through the nose here. Exhale through the nose, pump the navel, close your eyes, and focus your gaze at the center of the forehead. Keep pumping the navel, keep your awareness in your heart space. All the blocked energy that's residing in your heart right now, let's loosen it up and release it through the breath. $15 more seconds here, go. Exhale here. We're gonna migrate the hands to heart into the forehead. Namaskar to the forehead. Inhale deeply here. Exhale, awareness into the middle of your forehead. Keep pumping the navel on the exhale and push out all the stagnant energy in your mental space. Keep pumping the navel. You must pump the navel to arrive at the energetic experience. Pump the navel. Exhale, pump the navel. On each exhale, gently push out all the stagnant, toxic, negative energy. Exhale, push it out. All the clutter in your mind, all the fog, all the brain fog, push it out on the exhale. Stay with it. Almost there, last stretch. Release all the negative energy through the breath. Last one, and exhale through the nose. Bring your hands down gently on your knees. Stay with your eyes closed. Inhale, exhale through the nose. Find your center here. Pause to deepen in awareness. Allow whatever is rising. Any feelings, emotions, physical sensations, just allow. Become aware of that subtle energy pulsating through your body. Let's start to awaken our spine, the main conduit of our energy. Blink your eyes open and look at me. Inhale, chest out. Exhale through the nose, round the back. Inhale, heart space open. Exhale through the nose, round the back. Inhale. Exhale. And as soon as you're comfortable, close your eyes, turn inward, and continue at your own pace. Opening the heart space with each inhale, invite new energy into the body. Each exhale, release any stagnant, negative, toxic energy. Find your own rhythm and your own flow. Bring complete awareness to the mobility of your spine. The spine is the main conduit of our life force energy. The more mobility we're able to access here, the more we begin to experience fluidity in our lives. Tune into the truth of being in the flow. Fluid breath, fluid spine, fluid energy, fluid life. Let's create that space for life force energy to flow through us without inhibition, without apprehension. Allow the energy in. Breathing in and out through the nose with the mouth closed. Continuing here in silence at your own pace. Connect to your breath. Connect to that fluid spine. Create the space. Really drop into the movement. Nothing else for you to do right now but to breathe. Full devotion to the breath. If you want to arrive at that space of calm and clarity, full devotion to the breath right here, right now. And if you feel your mind wandering in a bunch of different places, rein it back in by anchoring yourself in the movement of the spine. Focus all your senses on opening the heart and rounding the back. Use the movement to keep you grounded in the present moment. Keep creating that space. Keep finding that fluidity in the spine. Fluid breath, fluid spine, fluid energy, fluid life. Deep inhale and deep exhale through the nose. Stay inward. And at the end of the last cycle, come to center. Stay with your eyes closed. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Take a few natural breaths through your nose. Find stability here. And allow whatever is rising in your field of awareness to rise. Tune into that subtle shift of energy happening in your body right now. As soon as you're ready, blink open your eyes and we're going to slide into our next practice, Cosmic 2. You're going to inhale through the mouth, making a circular shape, drawing the life energy into the body like this. You're going to exhale through the nose. Inhale, mouth, draw the energy in and up. Exhale, nose. Again, inhale. Exhale. And as soon as you're comfortable with the movement, you're going to close your eyes and continue at your own pace. Find your own rhythm and your own flow. Inhaling deeply through the mouth, deepest breath. And then exhaling fully through the nose, deepest breath. Circular breathing, no gap between the inhale and the exhale. Keeping in mind that fluid spine that's going to allow us to distribute life force energy throughout the body. Deepest breath. Find more and more mobility in the spine. Heart space open, round the back. As you open the heart space, if you can expose the throat, chin up. Find more space in the spine. Tip of the spine all the way to the crown. Deepest breath. Allow the breath to lead you deeper into yourself. Keep following the breath inward. The breath is the guide. Follow the guide inward. Without apprehension, without inhibition, keep following it inward. Deeper with each cycle. Deeper and slower with each cycle. The connection that you are seeking, the connection to self that you are seeking, you can access it through the breath. Go deep. Last one, inhale. Exhale through the nose. Come to center, keep your eyes closed. Stack your shoulders on top of your hips. Find stability here. In and out through the nose with the mouth closed. Just allow. Stay with your eyes closed and just listen for the cues. We're gonna start a 4-part yogic breath. Inhale through the nose for 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath in for 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose for 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath out for 4 counts. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, nose 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, nose 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 4. Hold. Exhale 4. Hold. And we're going to migrate the 4 counts into 6 counts. Expand the breath. Inhale for 6 counts through the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the nose for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath out for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, nose 6. Hold 6. Exhale, nose 6. Hold 6. Now you're going to continue at your own pace. 4-part yogic breath, 4 equal parts. Inhaling through the nose for 6 counts. At the end of the 6 counts, hold the breath in for another 6 counts. And then exhale through the nose for 6 counts. And hold the breath out for 6 counts. One unending cycle. Find stability in the breath. Find mastery over your breath. Learn how to engage with your energy, stable and strong, sure of itself. Continue for a few rounds in silence, 6 counts. For those of you who feel like you have more expanse today, there's an invitation for you to expand the 6 counts to 8 counts. Inhaling through the nose for 8 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release the 4-part breath. Stay with your eyes closed. Inhale, exhale through the nose with the mouth closed. Tune into what you're feeling now. Enjoy that subtle shift in your energy toward more calm, emerging clarity of mind. No thoughts, just deep presence, deep reverence for the moment. Let's take this silence and let's give ourselves a few moments to set a personal intention. This clarity that we feel, whatever is rising in your field of awareness, state your intention for yourself clearly. Whatever your personal needs are for today, state your intention clearly. Allow your personal intention to flow into an intention for those that you love. Whatever their needs are, state your intention with clarity. And allow those intentions to flow into your intention for the world. All of us are sharing the same experience on a personal level, on a global scale. Every human being connected through this joint challenge. Reach deep into your heart. Set a fervent intention for healing for all mankind. Physical healing, emotional healing, mental healing, spiritual healing. Come into that realization that we are not separated. We are all in this together. Stay in the heart. Stay in the connection. Stay in the truth. Kindness, compassion, joy, togetherness, connection. Unconditional love. All emerging qualities of this joint experience. Stay a little bit more with your eyes closed. Stay with the silence. And whenever you're ready to come into the space, blink open your eyes. And let's just start bringing awareness to the body. You can wiggle your toes and your fingers. Let's give our backs a little bit of a stretch. So place your right hand at the backrest and look over your right shoulder. Let's do a gentle spinal twist here. Just awaken the body. Take a few breaths. And when you feel like you've had enough, switch to the other side. Left hand on the back of the armchair. Look over your left shoulder. Breathe in and out through the nose. Twist from the navel. Awaken the body. And when you feel like you've had enough, come back to center. All right. How is everyone? How are you feeling? So I normally like to check in with the people to see what their experience was like connecting to the breath. Would you believe that that was more than 25 minutes? It feels like 5 minutes, right? When we're able to really tap deeply into that expansive space within. Time is suspended, or time as we know it is suspended. There's no past, there's no future. It's just the ever present now. And so powerful in bringing us into a state of calm. We're not thinking about all the horrible things that have happened or projecting into the future. Thank you, Sara. That was amazing. Thank you. We're getting some feedback here from people. Thank you. Nice to share this with you guys. All right, so maybe we can hear a little bit from our panelists, who maybe you can share your experience with the rest of the people attending this webinar. If there's anybody who wants to share, if anyone's awake, or maybe you're lost in the breath. Oh, beautiful. Getting some messages of appreciation here. My pleasure, guys. Don't go yet because we still have a lecture up ahead after we get some people to share. If you feel really relaxed now and you just want to kind of stay in that state of relaxation, that's beautiful and fine. If you feel energized and you want to learn more about the power of the breath, I'll be going through some scientific facts about how this is actually working in your physiology. So if you're like me and you're a nerd and you want to learn why the breath is so powerful, stick around and I'll guide you through all the data that proves why this is so effective. Okay, we have silence from the panelists. Yeah, maybe if you're feeling like you're still in the moment, we can just proceed to the lecture straight and we can hear back from you later. And also, any one of you who are attending the webinar, any of our guests, feel free to share. Yes, we have some questions there. We'll take all the questions together at the end. Please feel free to share. Our guests, you can feel free to share on the chat and we can read your experiences here. It's nice to be in community this way and share our experience. So let's get straight into the lecture. Okay, so today we are returning to calm and work session. So you can think of it as a breathing meditation. There's a lot of different methods that are used in meditation to arrive to the meditative state. There are techniques of visualization, mantra. One of the more easily accessible techniques that everybody can start doing right now is using the breath, because we're already breathing. Every moment of our lives we're already breathing, so it's quite a natural slide in. So what is meditation? So as I said, there's several techniques: thought awareness, mantra, visualization, to access that meditative state. So we got a question earlier on the chat: how often should you be doing this? A daily practice. So meditation is not a magic bullet. It's something that we cultivate on a daily basis. And when we do it on a daily basis, that's where we feel, I mean, right now we already feel that reduction of stress. Imagine if you did this on a daily basis. Your energy levels would really just elevate quite easily. So what is beautiful about meditation, as I said earlier, it brings us into the present moment. So there's no need to think about all the horrible news we read on our numerous Viber chat groups, WhatsApp chat groups, all the bad news that we are reading online yesterday, 2 hours ago. And there's no need to think too much about the future. what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen in 3 months. I mean, there's times of the day that's allocated to that, but then when you're in the meditative state, the only thing that is important is now. And that provides us with this experience of freedom, because we're not having to do anything. We're not having to prove anything to anyone. We don't have to think. We don't have to latch on to thoughts. We experience that freedom inside ourselves because we're not trapped by the past and we're not projecting into the future. So it's just a really deep presence and that deep awareness and just being in the moment. So sounds really simple, but not as simple for everyone to access. So here's the meaty part, the scientific data. So what are the physiological benefits of conscious breathing? So breathing activates the mind-gut connection. So there's a lot of studies that have been coming up within just the last decade. So this is pretty still new in the medical field, but they've located what is called the vagus nerve. And if you look at the slide, it's a nerve within the spine that connects the gut to the mind. And why is that important? So 90 to 95% of our happy hormone serotonin is actually found in the gut. So it's not just located in our brain, as we often think happiness resides in our mental landscape, but it's our physiologically, our happy hormone is located mostly in our gut. So what does that mean? When we activate that neural pathway of the vagus nerve going up and down our spine from our gut to our mind, there's more hormonal balance. And it brings us into a state of joy on a physiological level. So our brain and our gut are working in tandem to bring us into that state of joy on a physiological level. So if you look here, there's other benefits of activating the vagus nerve. So if you remember, we did the spinal breath, and then the cosmic breath where you're bringing fluidity to the spine. That is what activates the vagus nerve. And if you look at this slide, there's so many things that the vagus nerve does. So it's also responsible for feelings of hunger, fullness, and metabolism. So you can actually be more efficient in burning the calories that you eat by activating that vagus nerve. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm sweating a little bit. So we think it's so easy, just inhale, exhale, but there's a lot of actually activation that's happening in the body. Okay. Proper breathing induces proper oxygenation required to produce energy on a mitochondrial level. So if you remember your biology from high school, so you need glucose and oxygen to enter the cell, and that is what's going to allow the mitochondria to release the energy. So if you look at the lower photo, energy is released and then byproducts are carbon dioxide and water. So without oxygen, we can't produce energy. So a lot of times we feel sluggish, even if we've had like a bunch of sugar. So you have that equation, part of the equation covered. You have your glucose, but then you still feel sluggish because your body is lacking in oxygen. So just this proper breathing and proper oxygenation allows our cells to be more efficient on a mitochondrial level. And then also, proper breathing induces anti-aging effects. So who doesn't love that? So if you look at this picture of the oxygen coming into our blood cells and our blood streaming in all that beautiful fresh oxygen to every small part of our body. So it's not just anti-aging on the facial wrinkles, but proper oxygenating throughout the body. And our cells can't renew without oxygen. So it's a real need for cellular renewal. So deep controlled breathing alkalizes the body. It neutralizes acidity by balancing pH levels. So if you look at the photo on the left side, these are some signs that we're experiencing an acidic body, fatigue, who doesn't have that, excess weight, dental problems, skin problems, muscle pain. So a lot of the activities that we do create acidity on a physiological level. When we drink coffee, that's acidic. When we engage in anything that's stressful, that also creates an acidic body state. And the breathing alkalizes us and brings us into a state of balance. And an alkalized body is a highly immune body. So through the breath, we're actually increasing our immunity, which is so relevant in a time like this because we don't want to get sick. We don't want to be affected by a virus that's going around. And conversely, if we retain our body in an acidic state, we're more prone to disease and inflammation. So just by breathing, alkalizing the body and increasing our immunity. So proper breathing elicits the relaxation response almost immediately. I'm sure you can feel this already right after the practice. It's like, wow, I went for a massage of some sort, you know, there was some shift in your experience. And internally, the breathing creates a biochemical shift from sympathetic to parasympathetic nervous system. So what does this mean? When it shifts our body from a fight or flight response to a rest and relax response, which is really important because a lot of us are on fight or flight response now. You know, we think that our lives are in danger, our businesses are in danger, like there's so much danger around. So we're in this heightened state of stress all the time. But the mechanism of the breath allows our body to shift from fight or flight to rest and relax. And it doesn't really, the thing about the breath, it's so powerful as a mechanism because you can't really fool yourself into thinking, okay, body, switch from fight or flight to rest and response. Like, try doing it, you're still tense. So you need to get that mechanism going in your body to biologically create the shift. It doesn't just happen out of mental will unless you're a super powerful human being, like you have guru levels in a cave, then that might be possible. But generally, for more of us, we need that physiological response to be able to create the shift from stress into calm. And the breath is a really powerful way to do that. So here, just for you to dig deeper into what the difference is between sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. So when we're stressed, our heart beats fast, breathing is shallow, gut becomes inactive, we can't digest, hormones rush to the body, we feel anxious, expends energy, we're tired. And then when we breathe consciously, we are shifting into parasympathetic. So heart beats slow, breath is full, gut is active, you can burn anything that you eat. Happy hormones come and lift our mood, help us to relax, and our energy is sustained. We're not depleted just from conscious breathing. So, okay. Just a few more, guys, almost there. So conscious breathing has been shown to engage the prefrontal cortex and gives us access to higher intelligence. So there's been a lot of studies of meditation in the Western world, medical studies, which show they record like what parts of your brain are active when you meditate, and it's been proven that the prefrontal cortex is engaged, and that's actually our seat of intelligence. That's what's activated, not our lower intelligence, not the amygdala where fear reigns, but our ability to cognize and our ability to make decisions here in the prefrontal cortex. So aside from the physiological benefits of conscious breathing, creating a healthy body and a strong immunity, there's a lot of other benefits. So on the mental level, it connects the body to the mind. It creates a sense of clarity. So maybe some of you had that experience after doing the breathing for a while. You realize like, wow, the thoughts just went away. The worries went away for a while. Maybe they came back now. Because you don't have that much mastery over your mental landscape. But then the more that you are able to dive deep into the meditation practice, you'll see your ability to command what is in your mind becomes much easier. So you can come into that state of clarity at any point in time. So the other benefit is also meditation, breathwork also allows us to become aware and become deeply present. Like I said earlier, it reduces anxiety because we're not thinking too much about the future and we're just being deeply present where we are now. And then you also had this experience where we create and tap into the life force energy or prana. So we did this, and you actually do this every moment when you're inhaling and exhaling, but the experience is more visceral when we did the cosmic too. Like, you're really inviting that life energy into the body. So not just oxygen, but life energy, and everything's energy. Everything is energy. That is Einstein's famous E equals MC squared. So here are some companies that have a mindfulness culture. It's amazing. In the US, Apple, Prentice Hall, Google, Nike, AOL, Time Warner, McKinsey & Co., Yahoo, Deutsche Bank, Procter & Gamble, and HEO. In some form or another, companies are seeing the value of bringing this on as a daily practice. So some of these companies have meditation rooms in their offices. Some have like teams where they meditate together, like a meditation buddy. It's really just a variety. But in the highly stressful world that we live in now, and the stress that we're experiencing as a result of this pandemic, meditation and mindfulness is becoming so crucial in helping us just restore our calm and our clarity. So these are my details. If you want to stay in touch, I'm at sarablack.com. My wellness community is Live Awake PH, and on Instagram, I am on